Crown 106, DJ Reflex, and I want to welcome the beautiful Ciara. Thanks for coming up.
Of course.
And congratulations. Jackie is out now, and you're on tour,
yes,
on the
it
Jackie
is.
tour.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations on this album.
Thank you so much.
You worked with a lot of awesome people on this. A good friend of mine, Harmony Samuels.
Yes.
And as well as Dr. Luke.
Yep.
And
Polo the Don as well. And the Underdogs did some amazing work too.
Really cool crew of producers on this. And I was thinking, you kind of fall in this area of just making, like, your album intertwines so many different facets of music. So it's like,
it's awesome.
Pop, R&B, soulful. I mean, you have a record from Diane Warren on this.
Yes.
It's very personal. Is it a process for you to kind of like round out like the album to try and make sure it captures every single piece of you, like your character?
It is. It's really important, especially now. I feel like this album, it's a very important album for me for so many reasons. Like, I'm going on my almost 13th year since my first album.
Sure.
And, it is my 6th album. And I think also too that the timing in my life, the album Jackie, the title came from my mom's name.
Sure.
And, it's like it marks this special era for me, this special moment, like after having my son, it just changed my life tremendously in a necessary way, I feel. And I'm more expressive than I've ever been. And I feel like on this album, I wanted for people to get to know me more and to really get to connect to my thoughts and ideas and how I feel. And so, with that being said, musically, I wanted to make sure that, like, however I told my story, or the stories I wanted to tell, that I did give you a variety. Like, I did give you some range. And, coming from my first album till now, I think this album, it's my best body of work. I really do. But I want it to really mark my growth in the truest way possible. And so that being said, you had to get the mix of like the good R&B and then the good strong pop as well. And so it was important to me to have that balance.
And the content of the songs too, not just the production aspect of it, but having that range of, there's some heavy moments in it and some personal moments and very,
absolutely.
And at the same time, you still have the pop, fun aspect that you bring to your
what's so funny is even on some of the dance songs, actually this album is mostly tempo when you think about it, but I also wanted to, like, I talk about real stuff while dancing. Right. Versus just like I'm just dancing to be dancing, like the song like Fly, produced by Polo.
Sure.
I'm really pushing myself on that record. But topic wise, the top line is actually like a good story, or a good life story, or One Woman Army. I'm very, very vocal on that song, and I'm very, very true in my thoughts on that record. And so, but I also, it's like you can dance to it too.
Yeah.
So it's like not taking myself too serious. I think I've really been working on that over the years, because sometimes I can be so like such a perfectionist that I think I could drive myself crazy, because you just don't want to overthink things. And on this album, it's like, don't overthink anything. Just be free in your thoughts. Like, even if it's a really vulnerable moment, just be that, because that's what music should be. And that's what I've been able to learn over the years, like the importance of just truly letting just things be, like letting the music really lead you and take you wherever it goes.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking right now, it's tripping out. You said 13 years since the first project?
Going on my 13th year, yeah.
Jeez, I remember when you first came up here with the Goodies.
Isn't that amazing? I was just a little baby.
Wow, so was I guess.
I know, we are,
years old. Then that's crazy. And we have kids now. That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing? I know, from being a baby to having a baby.
The Diane Warren record, which is possibly like the most personal kind of record, I think, on your album.
Yeah.
How did that kind of come about?
Well, it's so funny. Diane and I have been wanting to work for a long time.
Really?
And when I went to her studio, this song was the one that really stood out. And she was like, I think this is the one. Like, her energy is so turned up. She's so passionate. And, she was very, very adamant about me hearing this particular song.
Yeah.
And when I heard the song, it spoke to my heart. And it's funny because I was just about to have my little one.
Oh, so
actually,
before.
No, my little one was with me in the studio. That's wrong. Because I met with her at different points. So I met with her before I had my little one and then after.
Gotcha.
And my son was with me. He was very, very small then, because he went everywhere I went at that time period.
Yeah.
And when I heard this song, it just spoke to my heart. And I understand, people, you never fully get it when parents say, I will put my life on the line for my child. And you really do feel that. I felt that, and that's what I say on the song. It's like being very selfless. My child has allowed me to be very selfless.
Sure.
And you just have no choice but to. And I also co-produced a song with Harmony as well, which was so cool.
Great.
And every instrument on this particular song is raw and real, which was really fun too. So it's all natural, all raw music, real music, which was really fun. So I'm really, really proud of this song.
I'm leaving for 8 days, and I miss my son so terribly. How does I'm obviously not alone in this.
Yes.
Tell me how you balance out just your busy schedule and your work schedule with that.
You know what? I thank God for my team, and I've been very fortunate that my son goes pretty much everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So that has been a big blessing. But I try to make sure, because sometimes I have to zone out completely. Like there was some days where I would fly away for like 2 days or something like that. I haven't done a whole 8. I haven't done as long as you're about to do.
Yeah.
That probably would be definitely crushing me a little bit.
Yeah.
But, it really is about balance, and I have to say thank you to my team, because they really helped me. Like, even if he's not directly in my arms, he's right around.
Good.
I know that he's good. And, FaceTime. FaceTime is
I always say, like, I don't know how our parents or people, when people had to leave for work or the military, let alone like taking, gone for months and just not, and like FaceTime is like the best thing that ever happened for a
FaceTime is
parent.
the best tool for a parent, for everyone. I feel like it allows you to still feel some close connection, because you get to physically see your child in front of you.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. I think I really do think this is your best piece of work that you've done so far. It's so well rounded.
Thank you so much.
It's great to see like the personal side of you come out on this album so much, and you look great. And congratulations on this album and the tour. And I can't wait to circle back with you in a year or two from now, because we're talking in the next year. Your son's gonna like get his personality, and and then wait till he has an opinion. Then the game like changes.
I'm looking
it's
forward to all of it. I'm like, really like, okay, how is this going to go? But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to it.
Every day is something different with them.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
it's fun.
So congratulations, and thank you for coming to Power on 6.
Thank
we always
you
love having you.
so much.
Cool. Great seeing you.
Good seeing you too.